Okay, so I played Duplessis Diamond Center because I thought I would step up from the small maps before I get around to all the small maps and the ones in Stechkov Syndicate, the expansion. I thought I would do a hard one to prove I ain't no bitch. So for my loadout, I preemptively thought about the window sections in the downstairs and how that's going to be a pain in the ass because they are, unlike my Phantom window shit, they are real windows. So I went with Full Metal Jacket because they're armored. They have helmets like full armor. I wanted Full Metal Jacket though. Like there's some unarmored ones too, you know. And AP, I mean I use it, but FMJ 45 is pretty good. I mean, not really, but it's good enough. It's good for this map. So I thought I'd fuck around with the little, I don't remember what the file name's called, but I like the metal detector, and it's called like Thump or something in the files. So I went ahead and wedged these doors because I will get to downstairs, but not through those doors. It's just going to be easier. And I screened up top because I was going to tell you guys, there's always usually an enemy up top, or two, and they can roam out there, and it's a pain. And these guys are skilled, and they have decent aim. So here's my first kind of little mistake, but it's one of my only ones. So I pop him, and in this one, the suspects have started having the ability to hold an enemy, or hold a civilian hostage, so you're gonna have to watch out for that. It's the worst in Mount Threshold. They'll like literally just fucking turn and pop one, and then you lose. So I don't even know why they have that. Like, yeah, here, this guy got up, I would beat his ass. Armor on enemies is functional, by the way, so be prepared. And gas masks, yeah, they're functional. Very cool, I like that feature a lot. One of my favorite things about the game, because you always should read the debrief. And yes, I know I missed that lady. Always read the debrief before you start a mission, or etc. So these guardrails, though they look transparent, they're not. To the enemy, at least. They are for us. But don't shoot them because the ricochet. This guy walks on up. I'll just, you know, prank him. I don't think this is how you're supposed to play the game, but, you know, whatever. Prank him, John. So, let me rectify from my last video. The full size, less than lethal shotgun, it holds more. At least, and it might have, I don't know, I think the range is the same for all weapons. So, anyways, I get the clearing down here. They give audio cues to when there's an enemy near, but they're not always right at directions. And it's just when one is in the vicinity. So I will be picking up all the evidence because it would be a pain in the fucking nutsack to go back through this one, and I don't want to do it. So all status reports to talk. So I went ahead and used my fuzzy handcuffs for these guys because I don't know, I just felt like it today. But somebody said some fellows role playing as a dragon and playing some SWAT 4 here. I fast forward because I went and got pepper spray. That's a feature in SWAT Elite Force. Kind of, but it's a little bit buggy with every time you handcuff or switch weapons, or handcuff, it switches to pepper spray, which you'll see a lot. So I'm not doing that. It's not me. Okay, so to this room, there's these guard dudes who are the only archetype in the game that wears glasses. And I thought that's really weird, but I kind of like it. Glasses, helmet, kind of a good combo. So I'll clear these hallways, report these to talk so I don't forget. These guys have good aim, and the Kevlar won't be enough to stop rifle rounds. Ceramic can stop rifle rounds in SWAT Elite 4. So make sure to download the newest beta because it's not really broken. It's more of a fix from the last one, and there's plenty more shit to play with. You'll never run out of stuff to do with this game, even though it's pretty linear, honestly, but A lot of different tactics. If you want to play solo and make it harder, go ahead. Because I could 100% beat every mission first try with the team. Even I mean, maybe not on Elite, because yeah, see, you did that again. But they take a second compared to the terrorists on Mount Threshold, and there's so much more on Threshold. I'll solo that, but that one's a team mission, honestly. And I don't know if taking the pepper spray was cheating. I'll still consider it solo. I never use the move command for the team, but so there is no rat on this map. There's no rat. I'm sorry to tell you, but there is an elephant's foot. I skipped past it. Elephant's foot umbrella holder, and I think that's pretty cool because I'm freaking good. So anyways, all those are reported to talk. This one usually has a lot of civs in it. Projector row. Yeah. So yeah, I had a fella in it. Since there's a lot of roaming, and I know where some of them will spawn, and like projector room is one of them, but most of the upstairs rooms can have an enemy. So it's always good to straight up just clear it. This one always has a lot of people, most of the time, unless, because I don't think civs roam. Like, they don't roam like the enemy does, but
What the hell?
yep, roaming. So there's a room to the right and a room behind that leads to another hallway. It's not a room. This is a room. So I know is Warren Rooney, I think. He's a rich dude, owns this business, and he has elephant stuff, etc. He's what do you call it? He was out of Animal. Pretty cool. He's not an objective though, but he's Warren Rooney, and he has his own archetype. No, Warren Rooney owns the office. Red Letter Media. No, it's something. I don't even remember.
Copy. EMTs standing by.
Yeah. So upstairs is clear. I don't know why I thought I secured all civilians. I don't think I did. I don't know what that was for. So due to this being second entrance, that door back there is second entrance if you select that. I always go first entrance on most maps, except Tyrone Tenement. But I know the spawn locations for first and second, or first entrance, but second is always different. Honestly, I can't lie. It's different. Okay, so here we get downstairs. One dude here. I almost fumbled this. If I wasn't so fucking genius. Anyways, so taking advantage of the vision system, when he does that turnaround animation, it turns his neck and vision cone. Thought I would pop him easy. I couldn't see him and it got risky. I popped him. So the ones to the left, those two share the same archetype with the agriculture building, which I will be doing a video on pretty soon. I'd hate that one. I really have played that one about 3 times. I know where they spawn, kind of, but that one is so fucking willy-nilly, it's like almost not fun to play. But Duplessis is always fun. So here we get to the gamble vault. I call it gamble because you're gambling when you walk into those angles without fucking Magnum wand. So I just kind of gambled it here for shits and giggles. I'd probably hear them before they shot me anyway. So due to the way the vault is laid out, there's a lot of fucking angles, shit you can't see. But what I was avoiding here is the active window, which it's a functional window, and you can tell because I can report a hostage through it, and I think that's how you can tell for most of the windows. Or you can just play it. So I thought I'd clear this first. Now you can hear her alert. I won't say anything to him because the enemy will hear me, but her alert, you can tell she's next to an enemy. Walk up on him like, yeah, pop him. I'll make all the reports to talk. So I don't know if I already said this, but The heavy Kevlar I'm wearing will not stop the AK round at all. So you got to be really careful if you're wearing light armor, because you only stop pistols. Heavy ceramic will, I'm not sure if it provides any arm protection, but the arms don't matter. I think it's like way more shots to be shot in the arm die. Heavy ceramic will stop rifle rounds, but I just didn't feel like wearing it, so I didn't. So I could have gotten 100 on this one, maybe, if I had more flashbangs, because here's the shitty part of the Duplessis Diamond Center. So when shit gets willy-nilly is when people start shooting back. So there's all these glass windows that are usable by the enemy, and you, of course, and you can shoot through the wall. So I can just tell kind of by the way that dude is moving around, he's not a civilian. So imagine civilians were like a little, whatchamacallit, little statue, like an amoeba. And the enemy is the one that moves, so you can always differentiate between that if you know the archetypes and etc. But these guys are dressed as workers. Some of them are in the bottom floor, so you got to be careful. But once you know like how the different archetypes move, I mean the civilian and suspect archetype or variations move. Here's where shit gets shitty. I hear him engage. I know there's one to the right, left.
Police, drop your weapons.
I know he's gonna start shooting. I cannot see him over the poster, anything else. But I spot him last moment, but he spot me first, and I forgot he could shoot through walls. But I filled him full of holes. He's dead. I got one in the vest, and I guess since it was through the wall, I lived. But if it would have been a direct shot, I'm pretty sure I would have been dead. So you gotta always watch for that. You're not invincible. So since I have the doors wedged, there's only like one possible spot it could be other than those two corners. It could be in that other room, and I just made sure I had all reports to talk in this room, which I made the mistake of not reporting one to talk. But it's not an issue. We got time. So they can spawn in here, the plainclothes with pistols, they can spawn in here. They can spawn in here and the other room, and they don't usually visit this room. It's mainly armored guys. There's usually a dude with glasses here, or a helmet guy, I noticed. So anyways, so now that I have no flashbang,
There's a gunman, sir.
I'm clearing this like a goon. I thought I could hit him, so rules of engagement, if he's aiming the gun, I always try to
Don't just stand there. Help me.
shoot if they're aiming the gun and not any other time, because I mean you could pop him and lower morale if you want, but it's like a gamble.
Drop the gun.
So he's walking towards me. I think rules of engagement would have made that okay to shoot earlier, but you just kind of get used to it once you play for a while. I don't usually get. That was a nice one. That was a good save. They don't have high skill with pistol. No enemy really is great with the pistol,
I'm just one of the sellers
especially the
here.
Python. But
It's like
man, that's a long video.
out of the wild
Not a lot of
west.
factuals in this one, honestly. I mean,
We're done.
there are,
Keep
but
safe. We're heading in.
45 is decent for a submachine gun. It's light, except for armored ones. I don't know how AP is, but you're going to be using a lot of bullets. Like, watch how many it took for me to get that unarmored guy down. Maybe that's because it was Full Metal Jacket. But here I'm looking for the last talk report that I must have missed. But, you know, it's time to talk, so
Civilian hit in need of medical attention. Be
good
ready.
shit. That's over.
Notifying EM.
92 captain, not bad.